Hi everyone, how are you all? I'm Jennifer, math expert at QMath. Welcome to our channel NCRT Class 8 Math. We are the number one math expert in India. That we make learning mathematics fun. At QMath, we enable our students to look for why before what of the concept. And all our students learn the concept by working on them. If you like this video, do share it with your friends. Click on the like button, subscribe our channel, and if you want to get a live one-on-one class with QMAT certified teachers, enroll now with the link given in the description. Also, we are very proud to introduce TUCO, the ultimate QMath Olympiad, India's largest online math Olympiad for grade 1 to 10, held in association with Times of India Pan India competition for children from 300 schools and around 2.5 lakhs of students across the country will be competing with each other. We encourage our kids to go one step further from the normal classroom work and challenge themselves by participating in the competitive exams. Cash rewards for the students up to 50 lakhs plus scholarship. Quickly register to TUKU. We also provide access to International Math Olympiad preparatory course designed by our graduate from IIT and Cambridge University. Test takers will also get a detailed performance report with areas of improvement and more. In today's session, let's learn how are we going to find the square root of a number. We will also solve some important problems from the NCRT questions. Okay. Now, what is the square root of 764? It is 28. But how? Let's see how we can find the square root of a number. Before that, let's learn what is the square root of a number. Let us calculate the square root of 784 using prime factorization method. Let's start doing that. So, already we have learned the prime numbers. So, using those prime numbers, let's factorize. So let's start with 2. 2 3 times is 6 and 1 carry here. 2 9 times is 18. 2 and again 2 1 time and I have 19 here, so I have to go with 2 9 times 18 and then 2 6 times is 12. Continue with 2. 2 9 times 18 and 6. 2 how many times is 16? Exactly, it's 8. Then again continuing 2 how many times closest to 9, that is 2 4 times is 8 and 1 over here 2 9 times is 18. And now already listed like 2 3 5 7 then 11 are the prime numbers. So definitely this is not divisible by 2, and also this is not going to divide with 3 and not with 5. Let's check with 7. So 7 times is 49. So again, 7 one time is 7. So now square root of 784 will be equal to square root of 2 times 2 times, I'm just going to list all of this, 2 times 2 times 7 times 7. Now how do I calculate the square root is, I'm just going to pair this. So 2 times 2 and again 2 times 2. Look at the pairs here. So I'm just going to pair this and I'm going to pick one of the paired number here, that is 2, and again I have this 2 and 7. So after multiplying this I would get 28. Therefore square root of 784 is 28. This is how we are going to do prime factorization method and get the value or the square root of 784. Similarly, we have more questions to do. Let's understand all of them. Yes. So here we have some more questions from the NCERT book. Find the square root of the following numbers using prime factorization method. Let me solve the first one. 729. So definitely this is not an even number, so I would not suggest you to start with an 2. Let's check with 3 now. The divisibility test of 3 is you need to add all the numbers and check if that number is the sum of all the numbers is divisible by 3, and hence you can go with this. So 7 plus 2 is 9, 9 plus 9 is 18. Yes, exactly, 18 is divisible by 3. So we'll start with 3. So 3, 2 times is 6, 1 carry 3, 4 times 12 and 3 times is 9. And again 3. 3 how many times is 24? Exactly, 3 8 times is 24. 3 1 time is 3. Next I continue with 3. So I know that 8 plus 1 is 9. Definitely 9 is divisible by 3 and 81 should be divisible by 3. So 3, 2 time is 6 to carry here. So 3, 7 times is 27. And again, moving on, 3 9 times is 27. 3 time I get 9 and 3 1 time is 3. So now square root of 729 could also be written as square root of 3 times 3. I'm going to list again all of this. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. And again I have listed all of them, and again I have to group them. So on grouping, so I would get 3, 3, and again 3. Isn't this the easy? Very easy, right? So 729, square root of 729 is 3 times 3 times 3. So 3 times 3 is 9, 9 times 3 is 27. Exactly. So square root of 729 is 27. Now let us check with the next. Quickly make a note of it. We'll move to the next digit. So for more understanding, let us do one more number. It's 400. So let's start with 2. 2 times 2 and followed by 2 zeros. 2 times 1 and followed by 2 zeros. 2 times 50 gives me 100. 2 times 25 gives me 50. And again, I have to start with 5 times 5. And 5 times 1 is 5. So let me list the numbers. So square root of 400 will be equal to square root of 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 5 times 5. I think you're clear now with this concept. So on grouping or picking up the number from the pairs, so I would get 2 times 2 times 5. Hence square root of 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 5 is 20. Exactly. So square root of 400 should be 20. I hope this is clear. So let's quickly move to another NCERT question. For each of the following number, find the smallest whole number by which it should be multiplied so that we get a perfect number, and also find the square root of the square numbers obtained. Okay, let's quickly do this. Okay, let's find using the prime factorization method. So I would start with 2, 2 1, 2 2 times, and then 2 6 times. 2 6 times and 3. And next, yes, shall we go with 3 now? Yes, 3 2 times and 1. And again 3 7 times, and again 7 one time. So square root of 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 7. Just think of this. Will this make a perfect square? Okay, let me pair this. 2 times 2, 3 times 3, and 7 is not having any of the pair here, right? So in order to make that number to be a perfect square, look at the question here. Find the smallest number, whole number, by which it should be multiplied so that we get a perfect square. So can you all tell me now which number should I multiply with? So 7 is not paired. Definitely I should multiply it with 7. So now look at this. So square root of this number should be 2 times 3 times 7. Did you all understand now? Yes. So the answer will be 42. So square root after multiplying 7. So we get the find the square root of the squared number. So only if we multiply by 7, the number is going to be a perfect square. So then we can find the square root of it. And hence 42 should be the square number. Got it? Okay, now we'll move to the next question. Find the smallest whole number by which it has to be divided. The previous question was it has to be multiplied. Now find the smallest whole number by which it should be divided so that we get a perfect square. And also find the square root of a number. Yes, let's start using the prime factorization method to get the values. So 2 times 1, 2 times 2, 6 we have here, 2 times 6 and 3. And next, 2 times, will it be divisible by 2? No. So we have to go for the next prime number, that's 3. 3 times 2 and 1, 3 times, yes, 3 times 7 and 7 times 1. So let's write all of them. 3 times 3 times 7. Now look at the question. By which it should be divided. So here 2 times 2 is paired, 3 times 3 is paired, whereas 7 is not paired. So this number should be divided with 7. So that 7 is not at all there. Then we have 2 which is paired and also 3 which is paired, and square root of this would be just 6. Understood? I hope this is clear. And let's quickly get into the next question, which is very 2025 plants are to be planted in the garden in such a way that each row contains as many plants as the number of rows. Find the number of rows and the number of plants in each row. Let the number of rows be x, and therefore the number of plants in each row will be equal to x. Total many contributed by all of the students will be equal to x times x, and that's nothing but x square. So also given there are 2025 plants. Next, so what actually happens here? So we need to use the prime factorization method to find this. So we get 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 5 times 5. So on grouping, 3 times 3, 3 times 3 and 3 times 5 times 5. So while grouping, what will happen? What do we get? We get, yes, exactly, 3 into 3 into 5. So what is 3 into 3 into 5? That's nothing but 45. So x will be equal to 45. And therefore, the number of rows will be equal to 45 and the number of plants in each row will be equal to 45. I hope this is clear now. Let's move to the next method. Let's go to the next method of finding the square root through repeated subtraction. So, every square number can be expressed as sum of successive odd numbers, starting from 1. The square root can be found through repeated subtraction. Let me explain it to you, the method. To find the square root of the number, the first step, subtract successive odd numbers starting from 1 and stop when you get 0. Let's do this on the whiteboard. Let us consider the square root of 36 by the method of repeated subtraction. This is an NCERT problem. Let's start solving this. So 36. So as I told you, step 1 is you have to do the successive subtraction with odd number. So this would be the first step. So minus 1 and that gives 35. Again, 35 minus 3 will give you 32. Yes. Now 32 minus, yes. So look at this, 1, 3 and the next number is 5, the odd number. So 32 minus 5 will give me 27. And next is 27 minus 7. So that's nothing but 20. Next, 20 minus 9 and that's 11. Finally, 11 minus, look at this, odd numbers starting from 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and then I have 11. 11 minus 11 is 0. So now count the steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So there are totally 6 steps. Therefore, square root of 36 will be equal to 6. I think this is very interesting, right? And this method is a bit long because when you find the square root of higher numbers, so this method seems to be long, lengthy. Why? Because you have to do the repeated subtraction, is it not? So next step, let's do another example too. Now let's find the square root of 100 by the method of repeated subtraction. This is also an NCERT question. Let's quickly get into this solution. So here we have 100. So I told you it should be a repeated subtraction of odd number. So 100 minus 1, it's 99. So let me write it quickly. 99 minus 3, I get 96. You can do it in your notebook too. 96 minus 5 gives me 91. 91 minus 7 gives me 84. 84 minus 9 will be equal to 75. 75 minus 11 is equal to 64. 64 minus 13 will be equal to 51. Then 51 minus 15 is equal to 36. And look at this. The numbers which I'm subtracting is odd number 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. And next I would go with 70. That is 36 minus 17 will give me 19. And then finally 19 minus 19 will give me 0. So I have to stop until I get 0. So here let us count all of this. So in total, I hope you all have counted it. Yes, so it's nothing but 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So square root of 100 is just nothing but 10. I hope this method is very clear for you. In today's class, we have learned finding the square root of a number using two methods. One is prime factorization method, another one is repeated subtraction with odd numbers. I hope both the methods are very clear for you. In the next class or in the next session, we would learn a different method, and it's a very important method called as long division method. So hope this session helped you in understanding how we can find the square root of the number. Now do practice few more questions for better understanding. If you have any questions, please leave a message in the comment section and I would be very happy to get back to you. If you like this video, share it with your friends, click on the like button, subscribe our channel. And if you want to get a live one-on-one class with QMath certified teachers, enroll now with QMath with the link given in the description. Also, don't forget to enroll yourself in TICO. Have a good day. Bye bye. See you in the next class.